bullied victim cope with this situation? So first, they wanna avoid the source of this bad thing. So usually they drop school because the source of this thing that makes them feel bad is the school nga. So they drop school or they transfer school. And then it is inevitable for them to develop anger because someone is inflicting violence to them and they can't fight back. And parang these emotions are just bottled up inside. So they develop anger and they can't, sometimes they lash out, but usually that's not the case. Because if you fight back, then you're not the victim anymore. So usually the victims, what they do is either they bully another person, the one that they can fight, the one who's weaker than them, so they can pass the anger. Or sometimes this anger is turned inward, so they feel depressed. And for the first one, the anger turned out, the violence. But there are cases before, like in the States, the shooting because of bullying. So we can see because he can't express his anger well, it was expressed in a perverted manner. I mean, it's not expressed in a appropriate manner, so there were shootings. So the anger turned inside the man. When it becomes worse, what happens is that they usually commit suicide. So there.
What is the right way for you, in your opinion? What's the right way to cope with bullying?
To cope with bullying.
If you were bullied.
Because usually the problem is the victim thinks that it's his or her fault why he or she is being bullied. So I think it should come from the parents and the teachers that they should always inform the students na if those kinds of things happen, they should report it agad. Yeah, they should report it agad. Kasi usually, if they feel weak to fight back, they should have someone to fight for them. And yeah, so it should maybe start from home or in the school, the proper way of educating. And these bullies in the first place were also created by, maybe we can also say na they're also victims of the situation because they won't do that in the first place if they themselves don't feel that parang if they didn't experience that. That's why usually those bullies, they have family problems, they were also bullied. So it's parang a vicious cycle. So usually it starts at home, parang the proper education from the parents and also in school. And they should always inform, they should always empower the students that they can voice out, they can trust the teachers.